a cyclist has been involved in a road traffic accident with you, it is it's up to you. It's on your responsibility to ensure that the cyclists remain safe. But how can I do that? I can't, right? He's hit me. Right, welcome back to the one and only
Benchwarmers podcast.
The best.
Benchwarmers.
The best.
I think you're going to do Benchwarmers.
Yeah, podcasters. Benchwarmers podcast is the best podcast in the world right now.
And make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe because it really helps us. So what we're talking about, that's a whole...
The one thing that really grinds my gears.
Being late.
Well, that as well. No, I'm going to be talking about today cyclists. Not cyclists. No, I think
Cyclists, pedal cyclists.
Yeah, like
people on a bike.
People on a bicycle. Yeah,
Bicycle.
But one thing that really annoys me is the question of: do cyclists or should cyclists have insurance and pay road tax?
Life insurance, definitely, because they put a life on the line when they're driving, riding that bicycle and them roads.
Now thinking of
with
it,
Zed's driving, bleeding hell.
Oh yeah, bloody hell! So think of it, how many cyclists do we see using our roads every day?
Yeah,
in the cities,
in
the city centre,
I'd say predominantly
all
in
the
cities,
time. Everywhere you go, they've got dedicated cycle lanes.
Yes,
for them to be able to traverse and cycle safely.
Yeah.
Right. And a few places in Manchester where they've put this whole new roundabout, the I don't know if you've come across it, where it's like a whole different setup for a roundabout, dedicated for cyclists and pedestrians and things like that. Really confuses everyone, right? Yeah. Really poor for traffic, I believe anyway. But they have all these things for them, even to the point where how many streets in the centre of the cities have they closed off to vehicles? It's now pedestrianised, and cyclists can use it.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
Go on.
Whatever happened to the good old days? I remember when I was growing up, right? I'd jump on a bike with my mates, and we'd all ride our bikes, sometimes on the road, sometimes on the pavement. And you know what? None of us ever had accidents. If a car came, we'd whack the bike onto the pavement, and we'd carry on about our business. And when you look at it, what it is today, you're not allowed bikes on a pavement. Whose idea was that? Because you are more likely to die if your bike hits a car than you are if your bike hits a person.
Yeah, well,
it's mainly because of road safety, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, but how is that safe?
Well,
you're safer on the pavement than you were on the road.
Because you could be riding that bike, that person behind you doesn't see you, so bang into them. Or someone with a pram. Yeah. You could bang into them very easily. That's baby and mum are going, ouch.
They might be going, ouch. Yeah. And there probably have been some cases where the worst has happened.
Yeah, it happens.
But I promise you are far more likely to die if a car hits you than if a person on a bike hits you.
Think about it this way. Yeah. You're walking and there's a cyclist behind you.
Yeah.
Now, what does a cyclist do to alert you that they're behind you?
Bring, bring.
Right.
So move out the way.
What the hell is that?
A little bell.
Ring the bell.
Bring.
Right? Yeah. You now need to make a decision. Do I move left? Do I move right?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Okay, let's say.
Yeah, you don't
let's go with that scenario.
So
let's say the bike hits me.
You've got to turn around. You've got to then assess your situation and go, oh, I've got to move this way. I've got to move that way. Yeah. So that's purely based on
that the bike
amount
rider,
of time that the bike rider has given you to allow you to make that. But
assuming also that the bike rider hasn't applied their brakes, is just going at the full whack speed, and not making any change, which in real life probably doesn't happen.
Oh, it happens all the time. Cyclists don't care for nobody.
Yeah, but you say that, but they're not allowed on the pavements anymore.
No, they're not allowed on the pavements. No,
in
this scenario,
it would happen. But at the same time, let me ask you both a question. Yeah, are you more likely to die? Yeah, if a bicycle is riding, let's say 10 miles an hour, at full pelt, 10 miles an hour and hits you, or if a cyclist is on the road and a car hits them at 30, 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, but
where are you most likely to die?
Obviously, but that's from a cyclist perspective. No, but that's from a cyclist's perspective. The problem is, as a pedestrian, right? What you being hit as a pedestrian, regardless of if it's a car or a bike, you're going to have serious injuries.
It's a footpath.
It's a footpath.
The name is in the name.
It's for pedestrians trump everything. Have you noticed the new rule? If you're turning left into a street and then there's a pedestrian stepping into the road.
That wasn't a new rule.
That's
always been a rule.
Oh, it's a new rule. Pedestrians have the right of way now.
Yeah, but no, I remember when I was doing my driving years ago, that was a rule in play then.
That wasn't a written rule though.
Yes,
it's a written rule now. No, it's a written rule now. Pedestrians have
it came
the
up
right
on my theory.
No.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I'm being serious. I knew that. No. I knew that. I knew that pedestrians have the right from when I did my driving test.
No, pedestrians have a right, but if you're turning into a street
and they're already crossing, they have a right.
No, I don't think that's right.
It is because it makes sense.
It does make sense
because they're already crossing, so then you can't start going beep beep beep, get out of the way because you're halfway in the middle of the road.
Yeah, but to be honest, right?
So I don't think it's a new.
But to be honest,
maybe you just discovered
how
it.
many.
I remember Bob on bike, but not.
Yeah. But how many people have you ever heard of dying because a bike hit them? Like, let's not argue the point for the sake of arguing it. Yeah, let's be honest.
I've come across it.
Yeah,
I've come across it.
Yeah. Now, have you heard more stories like that, or have you heard more stories of cars hitting cyclists or cyclists hitting cars and dying?
Okay. Yeah, obviously, there's more stories or more instances where a cyclist has been hit by a car.
And when I was growing up, honestly, like we would ride our bikes on the pavement, and it was just the way it was.
Yeah.
And there wasn't ever. I don't know where did we make the decision that put the cyclists solely on the road, you're not allowed on the pavement. Yeah, you can only go on the road. Yeah. And then a cyclist, as you're driving, I might be taking a left turn, and it comes out of nowhere, bang! Yeah.
Ow, that hurt me.
That was a loud.
That was a loud clap. You woke everybody up in the room, didn't it? Right. On that point, I completely understand. But then that begs the question: should a cyclist then have insurance?
Yes, I think they should. If they're a road user on the road, just like any other vehicle, they are also on a vehicle. Yeah, a different mode of transport, which is a bicycle. Yeah, so you should also be insured. Because if your bike gets broken, who's paying for that cost?
Well, that's the thing. So insurance is one thing, but should they pay road tax as well?
Yeah, because they're using the road.
No, they don't.
But they're using the road.
They don't need to. They shouldn't have insurance, and they shouldn't have to pay road tax.
They should.
I think they should.
They shouldn't have to.
If you are on the road, then you should pay the tax like everybody else does. If you use the road, then you should pay the tax like everybody else does.
I tell you why.
You should protect your
cycle. A cyclist does not destroy the road like a vehicle does, because there's no weight.
Yeah. Very good point.
So it's the heavy vehicles which end up destroying the roads. Yeah. So they do not need to pay road tax because they're not destroying any roads.
Okay, fine.
Secondly,
I can agree with that. Insurance they should though.
Yeah. Insurance, they don't need to have insurance to drive on the road because insurance companies, think about the payout.
Yeah.
A vehicle as opposed to a cycle. They're complete different spectrums.
But if that's just talking about the vehicle, but if you're talking about from a personal injury perspective,
well,
the cost is about the same.
And then do you know what a cyclist should have for their own sort of stuff is the helmets, the protective gears.
Knees and toes.
Yeah.
Knees and toes.
And they'll also have they should take out whatever that personal injury insurance.
Yeah.
So if they ever get injured, anything like that, that's just what it takes on them. Yeah. But it's our responsibility as road users to be aware of cyclists.
Yeah, but it's also I do agree with that because as a driver on the road, you should be aware of all your surroundings. 100%. Whether it's a cyclist, whether it's another car, whether it's a motorcycle, or whether it's a pedestrian, you should always be aware of all your surroundings.
Yeah.
However, at the same time, that same responsibility falls upon every road user.
Well, including cyclists.
So what do cyclists do?
However, if there's this much of a gap between me, there's no cyclist inside. I can't see a cyclist. Yeah? I'm about to come up to a left turn. I check my mirrors. There's no cyclist there. There's that much of a gap because I'm turning. A cyclist decides to come on the other side of the road, and try and make his or her way through that little gap, and ends up getting hit. My fault.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's an irresponsible cyclist.
Right.
No, but that's not what I'm the one that's going to get in trouble. Why didn't you check your mirrors? I did.
Well, I've had an accident cycling, commuting.
Oh, he's on the other side as well.
So,
let me guess.
What I mean. Right.
Hold on, let me guess.
It was
you
the
put
other
a claim in, you put a claim in, you got £2,000, $800 to repair your bike, and $1,200 for a personal injury claim. You were in Cyprus going, thank God that I'm a backy.
To be honest with you, right, I'm an honest guy. I'm a very fair person.
Call him Honest John.
Yeah,
and the easiest way to put it is I used to park up on the outskirts of the centre, and then I used to get on a bike and then cycle into the office, right? But I never used to wear any high-vis, never used to wear a helmet.
This is your fault.
No PPE.
Instantly your fault.
And just riding a bike.
Yeah. Instantly your fault.
This was last week. Like 30 years old. Because you don't expect, you don't feel like you need it in the city centre because there's a lot of
how long ago was
cycle.
That then? If you were 30 years old, so about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, it was 7 8 years. Yeah, everyone doesn't know, but I'm actually 42 years old. So I was cycling, and at this point there was no actual
lane
for cycles.
Yeah.
But this lady had come out of a junction, and I'm cycling. She should have stopped. She didn't. She went straight, pushed me away. She didn't physically hit me, but I fell off the bike because I veered off into a pavement. I went flying.
I can see this scene.
Right, go on.
Zed's been pushed by this car. That means that he was riding that bike, and the car has probably clipped him, just about. Yeah. He's then done a Ronaldo. He's thrown himself off, done 4 rolls, and he's on the floor now, grabbing his knee. My leg! And then he gets up and starts hopping around and giving her some stick.
So the funny thing is,
I was picturing something else when he said pushed off. Like this woman's seen Zed coming and like through the window.
That would have been hilarious. That no, but what actually happened is this happened probably about 5 years after that first incident of me with a cyclist. I hated cyclists after that, but then I became a cyclist myself. Right, I've fallen off the bike.
So you became part of the problem.
Imagine you've fallen off a bike. What's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to be absolutely livid. Someone just hit me off my bike. So I've got up and I walked over to this car and I was ready to. You slag. Who do you think you are? Oh. This poor lady, she's like, and she started holding her heart. She can't breathe. She's hyperventilating. She's getting breathing. So I'm ready to. I'm like, you.
Take a breath, love. Take a breath.
You're right, love. It's like I've put knocked her off her bike.
You're making sure she's all right.
Yeah. So I said to her, "Are you all right?" She's like, she can't breathe. I'm panicking now. I'm thinking, oh shit,
she's gonna have.
I'm gonna have to call an ambulance for her.
Give herself a heart attack.
Yeah. So she put the window down and she's like, I'm really sorry. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, she starts crying. What do you think I did next? What do you think I did?
Well, knowing you as a person, genuinely.
You went.
You went, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Don't give me a crocodile tears.
I don't want no crocodile tears. You knocked me off my back, B. That's knowing you as a person. Knowing Zed.
That's what Zed would typically say. What did the fake Zed say?
Yeah, go on. For the story purposes.
Well, to be honest with you, look,
the fake Zed say?
To be honest with you, I mean, there was a golden opportunity to make some money here, right?
Yeah.
This is a claim, right? Even though I don't have insurance, but I can claim from personal injury, right?
You fell through the window.
Yeah, I fell over. I grazed my knees. Yeah,
he said he grazed his knees. You thought we were going to let that one slide.
I grazed my elbows. I hurt my knees. No, so I hurt myself.
Yeah.
Kind of. I could have broken an arm.
You could have done very easily.
So I've decided to get on the phone.
Right.
Yeah, 999.
Yeah.
I'm calling. Who do you think I'm calling?
The ambulance.
The
police. Right.
Yeah.
Hello, what's your emergency? Can I have an ambulance, please? She's hyperventilated. She's knocked me off my bike, but I think she's having a heart attack.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I had to call an ambulance. The ambulance arrived, dealt with her, calmed her down, and I was late for work by about 45 minutes.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And then he got a warning.
And then I got a warning.
Yeah. We don't care what excuse you got. Yellow card.
So I've got done over twice because I didn't even go to court with this. I didn't even put a claim in. I should have. I felt sorry for her. Like, come on, be realistic. She was about 50 years old.
Sometimes you just, it's just like...
Just leave it.
Yeah, just
like,
leave it.
Really
so that limp that you've got now from that accident,
What happened from
You regretted it.
You know, I was in my car.
I sat on something.
You know, back in the days then, I was in my car and I was on the way to pick my wife up and some guy hit the back of the car.
Oh.
Yeah. And
I had a cyclist.
No.
Right,
another car.
Okay.
Yeah. I had the cat in the back as well. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
What were we doing with the cat in the back?
I was I was going to pick my wife up from her mum's, and I'd just gone to a sister's who was looking after our cat while we were on holiday. So I just went and picked her up, went back to pick up my wife.
I thought you were smuggling cats here then.
No. Anyway, the cat was in the back, yeah. In the back seat belted in its cage, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant it's like seatbelt in, like.
No. And anyway, this guy hits the back. So I said to him, right, follow me, yeah. Get outside my wife's mum's house, park up. I'm like, bro, you hit my car. He goes, I know, I'm sorry. I said, I get it, but look, you hit my car. He goes, I was like, give me your details. So he gave me his details. And I said, listen, are you insured? And he goes, yeah, I'm getting late for Jumma. I said, Jumma?
Oh, he's a brother. He's a brother.
I said, you're getting late for Jumma.
Everything's all right, then leave him.
I said, you're getting late for Jumma, are you? I said, bro, you hit my car. Repent.
You know what happened, though?
Go to the masjid, yeah, and pray.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens with this.
Hit you with a lawsuit.
Yeah, and let's see what happens with this. Yeah. Anyway, he went back in. Before I'd even gone back, before he'd got off and I'd gone back in, I decided I'm not going to do anything because I looked at my car. There's nothing really wrong with it.
No, yeah.
And he said he was speeding. He was speeding as well, and said he was because I applied my brake and he applied his brake, but he was going too fast to stopping time.
Yeah. So just to give you a bit of a bump.
And he was like, I was getting late for Jumma.
Yeah.
And then basically, when he was like, I'm going Jumma, I was like, bro, 1 second, because I was like, Jumma's
Friday.
Today, I remember finishing work almost 2 days ago. I'm sure in my head I'm preparing to go back to work tomorrow. I looked at my phone. It's flipping Sunday. I'm like, bro, what are you on about? Jumma, it's Sunday.
Oh, man. He thought he could get you.
And then he goes, 1 second, bro. And pretended to faint instead.
Collapsed.
I was like, this guy.
And then while he's praying to fate, he looks at with one eye open and he's still there.
I was like, bro, get out of here, man.
Oh, no.
You're lucky there's no damage to my car. Get out of here.
I'll tell you what, I've got a story to tell you because a similar instance like this happened to me. Now, I want you guys to make a judgment on this and tell me who was right and who was wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's go.
So I'm driving a van. Right? It was a work van.
Yeah.
I'm commuted to work, and because I wanted to get straight away from the main roads, side roads to beat traffic. But as I approached a main junction, so I'm in a side road, I'm approaching the main junction, I have standing traffic. But they've left a gap for me. Right? So I'm in a van, I can see over the vehicles. So because I'm quite high up.
Yeah. So you've got a better view of the road.
I've crept into the first bit of the lane, but I haven't fully crossed yet. I've not gone past the line in the middle.
Yeah.
I've looked to the left, and I've got a vehicle flashing me.
As in, off.
Flash. Go. Off you go, mate.
Off you go.
Get in.
Kind road user.
I've looked left. I've set off.
Yep.
And I'm still looking right, but I've only edged forward slightly. A cyclist comes out of nowhere and smashes straight into the front of the car and goes flying over the bonnet and lands on the floor. At this stage, I've reversed back, I've got out of the car, and I've gone up to him. Oh, mate, are you all right? You all right? Ah, I'm dying. You killed me. You nearly killed me. What the effing hell do you think you're doing? Really sorry, mate. I didn't see you. But realistically, he could have seen me.
You saw him and you were like, you mother.
Well,
it's like, you timed your position and you're like, right, you did the mathematician engineer that it takes him this amount of time to get from here to here. By the time I move forward my vehicle, boom, you're going to hit him.
Well, this is the thing, right? This is the thing.
This was
I got out and I'm being compassionate here. Right? And I said, look, listen, mate, your safety is the main thing. Your health is the main thing. Are you okay?
Did you give him 3 kicks while I was on the floor? No, you're right, mate.
No, well, I should have.
I should have. Trying to cram over you.
I should have.
Stomping on him.
But I said to him, I go, listen, mate, if you want, I'll call you an ambulance if you want. So I said to him, I go, listen, I can call you an ambulance. Are you injured? I can't walk. Looked at his bike, his wheels buckled a little bit.
Yeah.
Mate, listen, don't worry. Just relax. At this stage, right? Who do you think was in the wrong? Or was I in the wrong? Or was the cyclist in the wrong?
Well, I think if you could see the road from higher, because you're sat in a van, so you're higher up, and you didn't see. Did you check twice? So they say check left, right, left again.
Yeah. So I looked right. He wasn't there. I looked left. He's flashing me. I've pulled out. As I'm pulling out, I've looked right. But I haven't fully committed yet. Yeah. I'm still creeping to get to the line. So I've not even really got to the line yet.
So which side? It's a big carriageway. Which side does the cyclist hit you? The right or the left? So
the cyclist is coming from the right where the traffic stopped. Yeah. Not where the guy's flashed me. He's on this side of the carriageway, right?
Right.
He's confined, but he's not on the inner side near the pavement. He's on the other side of the cars. So he's in the middle of the road. Not in the pavement side. He's in the middle of the road.
Okay.
And then he's clipped me. But like I said, I hadn't fully gone out there. I was still creeping up to the line so I could check right again, just in case there's another car that decided to overtake.
So you weren't even going at a fast pace?
No.
You practically,
I was creeping.
Yeah.
I was creeping.
This is a cyclist fault.
So, I think it's a cyclist.
Cyclist fault, right?
Yeah.
So what happened here is...
But did you call police and ambulance?
Well,
that's upon you, like you should have.
So I said to him, I go, look, if you want, I'm going to call you an ambulance. No, you're an effing this, you're a that, you're a effing this, blah, blah, giving me so much lip, like I bloody murdered his cat.
Yeah.
He's going in on me.
He broke his legs, didn't he?
Right? No, he's fine at this point. He's just hopping around. And he's
obviously, he's hopping. He's hurt himself.
Of course, he's hurt himself because he hit me at some speed. Right? Yeah. I've quickly looked at the van, and there's a big dent in the van, so he has hit it at quite some speed. Right? Yeah. Whether it's him or whatever it was, it's hit the van.
Based off the way you've told the story, it's definitely him.
Definitely him. Right? So I said to him, I go, listen.
His side.
I turned around and said, I go, listen, mate. I go, I didn't see you. You must have been coming at such a fast speed. I was only creeping out. He could have avoided me, A, by going around me.
Yeah.
Or B, he shouldn't have even been in the middle of the road. Yeah, as a cyclist, he should be on the inner side. He would have 100% seen me because the van would have already been out. No, you've hit me. So he started to get irate even more. At this point, I'm starting to get angry now. So I turned around and I said to him, I go, listen, mate, I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to help you here. Don't effing talk to me like that. I'm going to call the police. I go, you know what? F you, call the police. I'm sitting in my van. And I left him there. So I sat in my van. Oh my God, yeah. He didn't have a phone on him. Some passersby come. Randomly, they did not witness anything. And they've called the police. Said, oh, you've hit this guy. So they called the police. The police turn up.
Yeah.
I explained to the police what's happened. And he goes, yeah, you know what? This is the problem. With cyclists, it's a bit of a grey area. I go, well, how's it a grey area? I go, he's hit me.
Black and white.
He goes, yeah, but a cyclist has been involved in a road traffic accident with you. It is it's up to you. It's on your responsibility to ensure that the cyclists remain safe. But how can I do that? I can't, right? He's hit me.
Yeah.
I go, but he's hit me. He goes, nothing I can do. So he goes, well, let's just assess the damage. Looked at the van. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to call in for the insurance. The whole panel is changing. I go, yeah, it does. Let's have a look at his bike. Front wheel, absolutely fine. Back wheel, slowly stopped, slightly buckled. Yeah. Oh, well, that's going to cost you £500. I want £500.
That's not for the police to get.
That's not for the police, yeah. So the police were like, look, it's a civil matter. Take it up amongst yourselves, but we're going to leave now because we feel like you've resolved it. And then I was angry at this point. I was like, this guy's taking a piss.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, got to work, told my employer I've had an accident, right? And told the insurance company, spoke to the insurance company, told them exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think the outcome was?
That you were at fault and the cyclist paid out.
The one
who
was the winner.
Why was the cyclist the winner?
Because as the officer said, grey area.
Grey area. Shall I tell you what happened? I lost the case.
Yeah.
The cyclist won. You know why? Because the other car flashed me. And I mentioned this in the report.
So that's because not actually illegal standing to actually go.
I should never taken the step out of the junction, because even though the car has stopped and given me way, it doesn't mean that you have way. You have to wait until there's no traffic there at all. So you could be parked there for hours.
Yeah. They got you on that one.
They got me on that one.
Yeah.
So insurance.
They got you by the rules.
And guess how much this guy got paid out?
How much?
£2,000.
£2,000. Yeah. £2,000 for damages to his bike, which cost £800.
Yeah.
And personal.
£1,200 for personal injury.
Yeah, for personal injury. And what happened? He said that he bruised his leg and he was off work for 3 months.
Oh wow!
That's jack shit then. Yeah. You're off work for 3 months and you got £1,200.
Yeah. No, but he was off work for 3 months. Yeah. He wasn't off work for 3 months. He was still working. Yeah. Of course he was.
To get £1,200 after that. Yeah. Even they must have thought you're having his off.
And do you know what? And do you know what happened, Zed? Yeah. A few months later, him and his missus are out in Cyprus, laying on sunbeds, thinking, that bucket.
Now, guess what's funny?
Thank God I hit it.
Guess what's funny? Good. Believe it or not,
yep.
I bumped into him about 4 months later.
Did you actually?
I bumped into him 4 months later.
Nah.
I bumped into him and I knew it was him because he still had the same horrible, scraggy cyclist outfit.
Yeah.
And the bike was exactly the flipping same.
Yeah, because no one did. He just got it repaired.
Yeah. No, but there was no repair on it. There was nothing wrong with it. The bike was absolutely fine, realistically.
But how do you know he didn't repair it?
Well, he could have. Yeah. Anyway, I said to him, I recognise you. He's like, who are you? I go, you crashed into my van. He got on his bike and he fucked up. He legged it. Because he knew he was in the wrong. But 4 months later, he was absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with him.
No, of course not, Zed.
So no wonder you're sour.
Well, 3 months off work, but apparently his injuries were that severe that he couldn't work for 3 months, but he went back to work.
So no wonder Zed doesn't like Cyclists.
So that's one of the reasons why.
If he won the case,
he would have loved it. He'd still love him. Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I mean. Like, I think
sounds like sour grapes to me.
I do have a bit of a vendetta against cyclists because realistically, some of these cyclists, when you see them, they don't pay attention.
No, I do agree with you, and I've seen videos on YouTube, and I do think that some, not all. Let's not generalize for all of them.
Yeah.
But you do get some cyclists that genuinely believe that they own the road.
Yeah.
And they don't, and they think that you should move for them and all the rest of it. But the reality is as a lad growing up, we just used to get on a bike, get on the pavement, get on the road.
Crack on with it,
and, we just used to crack on with it. Like nobody used to. And we used to be on the pavement a lot. I never ever heard somebody say, "Get off the pavement, it's dangerous."
Yeah. Different.
Have you guys ever been involved in it? Like you cycled a lot, I'm assuming, when you were younger, especially.
Yeah.
Have you cycled recently, like commuting to work or anything like that? No. Have you ever been involved in an accident?
Yeah, I've been involved in an accident.
As a cyclist,
not as a cyclist. No.
As a cyclist.
No. We just said we don't ride our bikes to work. How are we getting
involved? No. Just like I mean, like when you were younger, did you ever have an accident where you crashed into a car?
Because we weren't allowed to ride it on the roads, so we'd always go to like the parks.
Yeah, exactly. We weren't allowed to ride it on the road.
Yeah.
That's another point. Yeah.
So
we weren't on the pavement.
No, but that was just from home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but when we did cycle, we'd cycle on the pavement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We wouldn't go on the road.
Yeah.
You didn't answer the question.
Yeah. What?
Should they pay tax?
Yeah, cyclists should have insurance and should pay road tax.
If
they're dedicating road space for them, the cycle lanes, they should be paying road tax. No,
for the upkeep of the cycle lanes.
I'm not talking £300 a year. I'm talking a measly 20 quid. Just for the sake of it, 20 quid towards it.
Just going to pay
something
to get away scot-free. Not polluting the environment.
And insurance,
they're keeping the air clean. God damn it, what more do we want from them?
Exactly, yeah. You do know that.
Very good, Amelius.
Cyclist insurance is only like £30 a year for £4,000 coverage.
I thought you said they didn't have insurance.
No, you can. There's options to have
fair enough.
Cycle insurance, but they choose not to.
I say, let us know in the comments. Let us know. Yeah.
Should
they have tax and insurance? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Wear a helmet. Wear a bloody helmet.
Don't do what Zed did.
I love it.